Hello, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. If not, please subscribe down below. And welcome to this video. I'm going to be talking about why you feel ugly. Not a nice statement, but I promise I'm going to fill your hearts with positivity. Just a few things that I think you need to understand, that I need to understand, and I need to tell myself whilst telling you to help you stop feeling bad about yourself. You feel ugly, you feel ashamed, you feel unworthy, undesirable. You can't seem to get rid of these feelings. Well, I can help. I know so many women that are always on the next diet, always concerned about male approval. Women that are totally, oh, the sun's coming out. Women that are totally unsatisfied with the body they were born in. I feel so good in the body that I'm in at the moment these days. It wasn't always like that. I used to compare myself to women on a daily basis. I would constantly be adding to the list of things I wanted to change about my appearance. Every day, by means of food, clothing, and specific camera angles, on the gram. Posing in certain ways so my belly looked, flatter. I tried to change certain parts of my body that I disliked. But these days, as I said, I feel so good in my body. I feel so happy and at home in my body. Of course, there are times when I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, huh, who is that? I'm not happy with what I look like right now. I mean, any woman that doesn't get that at some point is a genius. I don't know how she's conquered that, because the world is telling us to hate our bodies, so we are constantly buying the latest products to change things, but I'll get to that. Yeah, I catch myself in the mirror sometimes and I'm not happy with what I see, but this happens so much less now. I can shake off those thoughts so quickly. I got to this point where I don't dislike my body, rather I respect it, and sometimes I love it deeply for all it does for me, but also for how beautiful it is. The main factor, I would say, in my journey was education. I don't mean university. I mean learning about the world that we live in, the patriarchal world that we live in. Now, I just really quickly want to acknowledge that I do have pretty privilege. So society deems me pretty because I'm white, I'm skinny, I'm cisgendered, and I'm able-bodied. I'm in a privileged position. So accepting, or even better, loving my body is a lot easier for me to achieve as a white, cisgendered, able-bodied woman, as opposed to a woman of colour, for example, or a fat woman. So yes, society deems me pretty because of these factors. However, it also wants me to feel ugly and insecure. I've got a quote from an unknown source, I've got it here. Women didn't simply decide to hate their bodies, society taught them to. Anyway, let's properly get into the video. I'm going to give you some important knowledge that's going to help you think more clearly. Hopefully will revamp your vision of self. What you do with this knowledge is completely up to you though. It has helped me reframe how I see myself. It has reshaped my opinion on my appearance. So, an article in The Independent stated that almost 1/4 of women feel uncomfortable in their own skin. This is a lot of uncomfortable women. Another study reported that at age 13, 53% of American girls are unhappy with their bodies. This number increased to 78% by the time the girls reached age 17. 17 is still so flippin' young. These were the most recent studies that I could find, but there are so many other studies that prove there is a deeply ingrained issue in our society with women and their bodies. Before anyone says it, no, it's not a coincidence, it's a pattern. Women grow up to hate their appearance. So, there is a fly. So men do face pressure to look a certain way these days too. We live in a very appearance obsessed world. Can that fly go away? However, when we're talking about the pressure to look good, women on a societal scale have faced immense pressure to look a certain way for centuries. The pressure to look good has been forced on us from such a young age. I felt the pressure to shave my legs at age 14, maybe even younger, more so than I felt the pressure to pass my exams. Genuinely, in class I'd get more worried about what people thought of me rather than what I thought of myself and what I wanted to achieve in my passions and my career. I was worried about what everyone else thought because we're taught to be obsessed with our appearance and what people think of us. To be honest, the word pressure doesn't even cover it. It's the wrong word. It isn't harsh enough. Expectation or rule sounds more accurate. Why should us women be so concerned with being attractive, being fit? Because if we don't, we'll end up alone, an old spinster.
So go and purchase that gym membership, go and buy those razors, and spend thousands of pounds on clothing and makeup. Keep purchasing, and maybe one day you'll be the first woman to be 100% perfect.
Nobody is perfect. Nobody can achieve perfection. And perfection that we all know is the one that society prescribes to us, the one that film, television, adverts show us. It is impossible. Many women stay feeling unworthy as a result of feeling unattractive for the majority of their lives. I know, I'm only 21. Who am I to say, women are struggling at this at age 50. It's such a nightmare. It's something we need to change. I know. I've got women around me who are older than me, and I see it firsthand. The thing is, all you have to do is look around you. You don't have to look far. It just breaks my heart. It's so sad. We deserve so much more. We are so much more. The shame that women feel about their appearance is something that is done on purpose. Whilst it massively disadvantages women, our lack of self-esteem serves others. It serves men. Generally, this is me generalising, but generally men don't have to spend time on their appearance. They don't have to waste half of the morning on their appearance, meaning they have time to work harder. So this means less competition in the workplace for jobs, because us women are trying so hard to look good so we can earn just some respect. I'm generalising again, but because men aren't forced to completely alter their appearance before they go to work, they also sleep better. They can wake up at 9, roll out of bed, and just slide into the office. Meanwhile, us women are spending hours and hours getting ready. The people that really benefit from women's insecurities are the CEOs, the billionaires, the owners of the largest companies. And of course, the majority of these people are men. To look good, you need to buy the latest spot cream, the latest fake tan, the latest whatever. There's always something new. One thing though that stays the same is the target audience. Women. Women can look 10 years younger if they buy this. They can lose all this weight if they drink this. Being a woman is blimmin' pricey. Companies market their beauty products for women because women need to look good to simply be respected, to be acknowledged. It works a dream for these big companies. Trust me when I say knowledge is power. To feel beautiful, you need to realise a few things. You need to realise you weren't insecure when you were age 4. You'd wear whatever you want and be content. You gradually got insecure as you grew up as a woman in this society. You need to understand that it's not you that is ugly, but the world that you're living in. It's manipulative and money hungry. The best lesson I've learned is that the world is unfair, and we need to have so much empathy, not only for other people, but for ourselves. There's a huge power imbalance. You will have learnt to think certain things about yourself that don't actually benefit you at all, but they maintain order. They preserve the status quo. A lot of the films that I used to watch when I was younger, they didn't teach me important skills. They taught me to closely monitor my appearance rather than my happiness. However, I am unlearning all that rubbish. In fact, I think a lot of people are. A lot of people are acknowledging that beauty is far more complex than society wants us to think. Therefore, there are some amazing people out there that see beauty everywhere. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't consider yourself conventionally beautiful, don't worry. There are some people that recognize this whole beauty standard is a load of rubbish, and they will probably think you're the most gorgeous human. So, gals, we can watch content that makes us feel beautiful. We can read books by women, watch TV programs made by women that showcase all kinds of beauty. We can follow women from all walks of life on Instagram. We can learn about capitalism, patriarchy, and feminism. If we recondition ourselves, which admittedly isn't easy, it's a day-by-day process, we can start to see beauty everywhere. Superficial beauty is outdated, let's ditch it. Go and see a therapist, it will change your life, says everyone who goes to therapy. Therapists are so important because they help you understand why you can't handle confrontation, why you have insecurities about money, why you struggle to cut people out of your life. Therapists tap into a lot of them anyway, tap into your childhood traumas. They analyse how the world around you and your experiences have created your biggest fears and insecurities. They help you self-respect. That's why I really want to get into therapy, but also you can be your own therapist, you can do your own research, you can journal, learn stuff about yourself, get to know yourself, get comfortable. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button. You are not ugly, society is. You are not ugly. You are not ugly.